Good morning, gentlemen. How are you today?
Good morning. Good, good. How you doing?
Yeah,
Good
I'm
morning.
great. I'm great. Thank you so much for your time today. And my God, Bosco, what a compelling, unbelievable story. The fact that that you were even sentenced to 35 years for marijuana possession really just totally blows my mind. But here we go. I'm glad that you're telling your story. And you wrote the book and now decided to give us this amazing film and show how cathartic or challenging or difficult was for you to relive this story, seeing it. Writing is one thing, but now you're putting it on screen for us. What was it like for you?
It's not difficult or challenging, to be honest with you. I don't look at it like that. I look at it as something that I have to do. We have to get this story out there. We have to kind of put out an amazing story, an amazing film that shows a different light than what you normally see on TV with a lot of shows depicting characters like myself. So it was more so the challenge was the biggest challenge is just getting people to actually tune in
Yeah.
and experience such an amazing film. I think right now it's the biggest challenge, but putting the story together was not too much of a challenge for me. The
Okay.
challenge of producing was big, but
Yeah.
actually sharing my story, reliving it was not a challenge.
Well, I'm glad that you decided to do this. And then you cast this amazing guy, Aubrey. I mean, Aubrey, come on. You did such an amazing job. What was it like to have Quante right next to you, every minute to have his guidance? But then again, in the back of your head, you're thinking, yikes, there's a lot of pressure on me. I got to do a good job here. What was that like?
Yeah, I mean, it would have been even more pressure if he was a terrible human being. Lucky enough, he's not.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
uh,
It helps. It
so
totally helps.
we're
Yeah.
right, and we've been close from the start. I mean, ever since I first got the role, I was calling him while he was still in prison, and we were talking on 15 minutes at a time, and we just noticed how alike we were. You know what I mean? And that like really set the tone for our relationship. And when he got out, we became even closer. So by the time we even called action on the first shot, we had already became brothers. So
Right.
this wasn't like a job essentially for me. It became something of a responsibility. Like I have to tell my brother's story.
Right.
And he's sitting behind a monitor about 5 steps away from me, watching this go down. So it was less pressure and way more of like inspiring. Like if anything, it was like it's like playing for obviously I'm a Knicks fan. I'm from New York. Like it's like if a basketball player is playing for their hometown. I mean, like there's a different type of inspiration there. You know what I mean? So um yeah, man, it's just been an honor. It's been an honor to be a part of his story and to share these moments with him. And this is all about celebrating who he is as a man. Like,
Yeah.
forget whatever he's been through and whatever cards he was dealt. Like we have to celebrate the mind of this man because he's one of a kind.
Yeah.
And it's just time for the world to see that.
Absolutely. Bosco, for you to watch what Aubrey did, I mean, you've got to be so proud of him taking on your life. What impressed you most about this young man?
His acting skills. I mean, you've seen Denzel. This is the next Denzel, probably even greater. Yeah, I said that, but more so just who he is as a person and what he come from, how he grew up, and how he was able to make his dreams come true and be the person that he is today. And at his age, his knowledge and his wisdom is just
Yeah.
impressive. And from the moment we first talked, we connected there.
Yeah. Aubrey, you also get to work with some pretty amazing people in this movie. When you look at it,
Hmm.
like sitting next to Tyrese and what he had to portray, Vivica A. Fox, Nikki Blonsky, who I love, and then Thomas Jane, who, oh my God, what did you learn from these people as a young up and coming guy like you? And you just, yeah, like I said, you did so well, but when you have these kind of
Hmm.
veterans next to you, what was that like?
Yeah, man, they all poured in. They all poured into me. You know what I mean? Like obviously, it's a challenge. I've I come from theater, and so I've had to carry a Broadway show before and a
Yeah,
TV series, but a movie is different, you know what I mean? And so just, you know, having somebody like Thomas Jane and Theo and Tyrese just to pour into me, you know, that was one thing that they all did before we ever shot a scene together. It was just like, are you good? What do you need? I'm rooting for you, you know what I mean? And
yeah,
that helped me, and it went a long way, and it put me in a position to where I was comfortable, and I felt like I could tell Bosco's story to the best
yeah,
of my ability.
yeah, what you did. Just to wrap it up, Bosco, you know, thanks to you now, you're a motivational speaker. You're inspiring youth, you know, trying to get the word out, obviously, from this film, from your book, and what you do on Instagram, etc. What are you hoping at the end of the day? You know, if one kid takes away from this film, what are you hoping it'll be?
I'm hoping that, you know, the person understands that a lot of times it's not really the cards dealt, it's the mindset you have when playing those cards, and that we're all going to experience a lot of struggle, and that if we have that positive state of mind, that we can overcome it and come out on the brighter side of things.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you both for your time today. I really appreciate it. The movie's fantastic. Aubrey, again, you did such a wonderful job. And Bosco, thanks to you for speaking out and inspiring people. I hope it continues. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank you
guys.
so much.
Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
You too.